So what is the hardest part about this journey? This journey to success, the journey to self-improvement, the journey to financial freedom, to break the matrix. What is the hardest part? Because there are so many people online right now, so many young men like me that are on this journey right now, this current journey. And for someone who's been in a journey for years and almost been through a lot and really understanding now what is some difficult part of it. Now, obviously, some people will experience more difficult obstacles or might believe that this is more difficult than others. Because trust me, we all go through the late tired nights, the obstacles to make money, the self-doubt, all these obstacles that really takes a toll on you for sure. Especially when you're a high achiever, just like me. And I know you are because you're watching this video clearly. So you're definitely a high achiever. So what is kind of one of the hardest parts of being a high achiever? Let me tell you a story. So recently, my family and I, we were chilling, talking around the living room, the kitchen, blah, blah, blah. I was resting on the couch before I had to go back to the basement to work. I was just laying down and I overhear a conversation that my family is having. And my sister just like kind of made a comment of, because they were talking about, again, remember, I live with girls, right? So they were gossiping and talking about dating certain men. And one of my sisters made a comment saying, I would never date someone like Julian, like me. I hear this. I'm like, excuse me? And she's like, oh, no, I'm joking. I'm not really, but I'm joking. And I'm like, all right. All right. I'm like, okay, that's fucking all right. Like, I didn't even know how to respond. I let it be, whatever. But then I thought about it. And let me just be straight clear. Obviously, that comment didn't affect me. I don't care if my sister would date a man like me. But that's not the point. What I've realized was actually from that comment. And the reason why it made me construct this mental process is because realistically, that's not the first time I've heard that. Or the first time I've got that assumption. I feel like there was definitely more than a handful of times where I've been told like, you're not my type. I wouldn't date someone like you. You're too this. You're too that. Some girls, they don't like. I don't know, me. I guess I don't know. I don't know how else you want me to explain it. But so whatever. Anyways, back to the story. So really, realistically, the reason why I started this mental exercise was because I felt like in this position before. So I truly sat down and thought, or while I was going for a run, I was thinking like, but why is that the case? Why is that like, me too. I have opinions on, I wouldn't date this type of girl. I wouldn't date, let's say it's vice versa. I wouldn't date someone like my sister. And obviously I have my reasons why that I'm not going to state on this video, but vice versa, they have reasons why for me. And I was truly trying to understand why. What is it that ticks people off? And it made me come to the conclusion where I really thought, I'm like, I truly believe that some people, even including my family members, close relatives, friends, or even just, especially just the world, they don't truly know me. And it's sad to say, I feel like people watching this video know me more than the people in my life. And I've realized that's kind of normal because people that I connect with on the internet we have more in correlation with each other. We have similar beliefs, we have similar goals, and we have more similarity compared to the people that I usually have my world around. And I really thought, I said, well, realistically, why would a girl, or let's say put my sister in example because of the story, why would she not want to date me? I'm a young man trying every day as hard as possible to get stronger, get smarter, to get better, to get richer, and this all packages in to become a better provider for then my future wife, for then my future family. So I'm like, I don't think people know that. I think people just look at what I do as kind of alone. I'm to myself, selfish. And I completely understand how they get that perspective. But what they don't understand is that a lot, I'm not going to say every, there's always different occasions, but a lot of great powers, and I'm talking about countries to individuals, have went through periods of isolationist, where they're to themselves. They work and develop themselves without the influence of the world. But then later on, they come and become one of the stronger powers they've ever been. And why is that? And truly because I believe that is a good route to take. I'm not saying it's the best. I'm not saying it's the only. It's a route that I like and that I'm personally doing, where lately, yes, I've been to myself. I've been really focused on me personally. A lot of my time is developing myself, my skills, my time, me time, compared to working a job for someone else, spending time with families and other people, going out and building social relationships. I haven't been doing that. The only social relationships I truly have is you, or this Discord community, or this YouTube channel, the people online. But besides that, I really believe that it is very important to go through a period of just focusing on yourself for then later to provide. To become selfish now. To become the most unselfish person in the near future. That's the way I see it. I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. But that's the way I'm doing it. And where does this all tie up? Let me tie up. It's just because at the end of the day, I feel like people don't truly understand my desires, my intention behind a lot of things. And that's truly fine. And it used to bother me. And that's what I feel like a hard part of this journey is because already self-doubt is probably the biggest and hardest thing to overcome. Now, when you have other people not understanding your desires, they obviously have doubt of what you do as well. And I've overcame this. It took years. Trust me. I know I'm young, and obviously there's way more people experienced than me. But I feel like I have enough experience to tell you this, and I've been in this self-improvement era of my life for years, and I went through the phases of caring a lot about what other people think, and it took years for me to overcome this. But again, till this day, and the only reason why is because I'm still not the final package, and I don't think I'll ever be, but there is a time where I'll be closer and better, and maybe the people around me will finally understand the intention of everything that I did. All the sacrifices, the weird things that I do to other people. I think eventually in the future they'll understand it, and they'll be very grateful. So for now, I think if you ever deal with this, just have to let it be. People will never understand your true intentions and true desires. But make sure to keep focus on your path. And in the end, the future will unfold, and it would all make sense to you and to everyone else. I promise you that. I do promise you that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to the story. I hope You have an amazing day. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all of that. Hop on the train early because this train's going up and it's going fast. So when you hop on a train, when you like, subscribe, follow the journey, join the community, that's when I'll see you at the top.